Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your bonus reading for September. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. Welcome to my community. I hope that you'll like and subscribe. And I'd love to hear any comments that you have regarding the reading. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for returning. I appreciate the support. So as I was in meditation the past couple of days, the energies have been really heavy. The 9/11 energies here in the United States have kind of had a big impact on some things, but it's really interesting because I find that the energies are very cyclical and they're going up and down like this in waves, right? So you just got to learn how to ride those waves, and sometimes those waves are a little bit more choppy than others. So what I am doing with this bonus reading is I wanted to come on here and talk to you a little bit about the new moon, which is happening today, September 14. The energy will go through, it actually started yesterday on the 13th. Today is the day of the new moon, and then it's going to go through tomorrow, the 15th. And some of that energy will still be with us, right? But the more powerful part of that energy is happening today. So this new moon is the new harvest moon. It's in Virgo. There are a couple of things that Spirit gave me as guidelines, as energies that you may want to work with. One is just day-to-day life organization, because now that we're in Virgo and Virgo is now direct, we will find ourselves a lot more organized and our thinking is a lot more clear, right? So one of the things that I do is I'll make a list of things that I want to accomplish so that I can tick the boxes, because that gives your mind a mental exercise that allows you to realize that you are making progress. And then the other thing that they were talking about to me was building on our powers of health. So as we move into autumn, our diet is going to change a little bit because we're progressing and we're getting ready for winter. And as we do that, it's really important to really eat some good root vegetables, because those root vegetables will help you ground. Not only are they nutritious for you and all of those things, but they actually are, it's just when you eat for the seasons, right? It's just really important to do that. Another thing that Spirit has been talking to me about, I've been taking notes because I feel like if I miss anything, then I feel like I'm not doing my due diligence. But our focus right now is really important. We're moving to the September fall equinox, which will be on Friday, September the 22nd, where we actually will switch then gears into the fall time. But one of the things that Spirit keeps focusing on is they're talking to me a lot about what's happening on the planet and this energy of this spiritual war that is happening. And they've been talking to me a lot about how the dark side kind of have gotten to where they are. And part of that had to do with there was a division. There was a division between the dark and the light. And some of those energies and some of those beings have then separated from their heart space, and they're just coming from, like, if you hear anything about the Greys or the Dracos or any of the supposed ETs that are on the dark side, is because they no longer have that connection to the God source. And so what happens when that happens for over a long period of time is because they've lost that connection to the essence of God. Our planet, when they came here and seeded this planet with us as humanity, because our our DNA is constructed of a bunch of different alien races, 22 or something like that. But anyway, this planet became a slave race. I mean, I don't know how deep you are into any of these so-called conspiracy theories, but maybe because I focus on that stuff is why I get these downloads. But one of the things that Spirit had told me was that, you know, because they cannot manifest like humans can manifest, we're still connected to our hearts. We're still connected to the God source. And even though they've tried to dumb us down, the slave masters have tried to dumb us down. The elites on this planet that rule this planet have tried to dumb us down. They've put fluoride in our water so that it calcifies our, our third chakra. I mean, our fifth chakra, which is our third eye, right? So our ability to be able to see. And so what I have been guided to do is not only do these tarot readings, but also to teach along the way. And so what Spirit keeps telling me is, where your attention goes is where your energy flows. So be really mindful. Like if you really want to be on a spiritual path, a strong spiritual path where you're really in connection with your higher self, getting your own information and those types of things, you have to focus on that. That has to be a priority for you. When you focus in fear, especially on the really big scary things like World War III or, the invasion of China, or, I mean, there's so much information out there that you could really get balled up. You could really get really sucked into that energy. And all of that energy is created specifically for fear. And the fear is created because those beings that are still in charge, kind of in contact, that's still here, keeping us enslaved, that are now trying to roll out these more draconian type of experiences for us, where they're going to roll out another pandemic and they're going to try to put us in smart cities and all this stuff, right? But Spirit keeps saying that we are powerful. We are made in the image of God, right? There is that essence. There is that heart connection. And they say when you focus on fear or the really scary things, we are the ones creating it, not them. While it might be their idea that they want us to create that for them, they can't create it without our allowing us to create it for them, which sounds like a weird thing. But they utilize us to create all of the misfortune and all the ugly things, because they feed it through the media, through social media, through television, through the news, like all the stuff, right? So if you're constantly focusing on that energy, that's what's creating that energy on our planet. So one of the exercises that I was taught long ago, because I've been awake a long, long time, and I have been on my spiritual path since I was in my teens, which I won't even tell you my age, but it's older than you probably. One of the things I was taught was when you have a new moon, that you take a piece of paper, like this piece of paper, I'm using my example. This is my manifestation right here. And as you can see, there's this big, huge circle in the middle. And all the stuff I want to create, that I want to focus on, that I want to bring into my life, I put in the center of the circle. And all the stuff that I'm ready to let go, I put on the outside of the circle. Now, you can do this strictly for yourself, but if you're a service to others type of person, I typically will put things out there for humanity as well. Like one of the things that I have on the outside of my circle is I would love to get rid of evil. I would love to get rid of service to self individuals, or at least that energy. Flip them so they're more service to others, unlike our government, right? Who's not really service to others. But I mean, you can see like there's different things that you can put in here. And you know, you really have to put some thought into it. Now, some people will then, you know, they will burn this piece of paper or they will destroy this piece of paper. I have always kept it. And the reason why I've always keep mine is because I like to look back and see what it is that I have created for myself and how long has it taken me to create that? How long has it taken me, right? So it gives me a timeline of my creations. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else I was supposed to tell you? Oh, somebody asked me. So I've done 4 other videos already for this bonus reading. And I was asked about the crystals that I use. I am a crystal person. I've been interested in crystals since I was a child. I had a man that lived next door to me. We used to call him the rock man that used to cut up geodes. And I've always been interested in rocks. Well, I will wait for guidance as to what rocks to use for whatever series of readings I'm doing. And these ones are all having to do with the earth. This stone right here is called the noble serpentine. As you can see, it's really pretty. It's very earthy, very green, looks like nature. And I'm a nature person because I'm an earth sign. But noble serpentine helps healing on multiple levels. So it helps clear your chakras, it stimulates crown chakra, and it opens your psychic abilities. Okay, so that's what it helps with. This right here is called a chrysocolla, and it's an empowerment of the feminine energies. It teaches that genuine power is best expressed through gentleness, and this is called the goddess stone. This is a combination of different stones. This has chrysocolla. It has, I don't even know how to say it, shatukite, malachite, dioptase, and agilite in it. I wrote down all this stuff when I bought this stone. I was very drawn to it. I got this at the Tucson Gem Show, 4, 5, 6 years ago. But chrysocolla, again, is the feminine energy. The shatukite is about spiritual psychic development and clarity. Malachite is about transformation, and this activates heart chakra. The dioptase is about forgiveness and letting go. And the agilite, agiolite, I don't know how to say it, is about goddess, Gaia, and communicating with angels and spirits. But I do that all the time because that's my thing. And then this right here is just green mica. This is about bringing in balance and harmony and to promote feelings of love, peace, and happiness. So I let spirit tell me which ones to grab. I've got crystals all through my house and they tell me which ones. And so I thought I would just share that with you. Okay, so how I'm going to do your reading today. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. I am going to pull a single oracle card to kind of set the energy. And then at the end, I will do your 3 main themes. Okay? So your card for today is set your sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. That's a great message. Okay, so that's in there. So I'm going to take myself off here so you can just concentrate on the cards. And then I'll be back to do your last 3 cards. Okay, so Celtic Cross. Oh, great card. Okay, let's do this. Wow. Wow, you've got some great cards here already. to make sure you can see them all, and we're going to push everybody down a bit. Okay, wow, okay. Okay, so you have these two major arcanas. Everything else are minor nope, this one right here is a major as well. So you've got three major arcanas right in the very center. So the very center of the reading kind of represents you and your energy, what you're going through, what you're bringing in, right? So this first card represents you, which is the 10 of Cups. Tens also represent completion or ending of a chapter, but this specific card is about your heart space and about your emotions and how you feel about things. And as you look at this card, you can see that this is just a really happy family. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of joy. So to me, this nucleus is either what you are trying to bring into your life or that you're creating in your life that is a constant energy that you put your love and attention to, right, is to create a happy home life. And then additionally, what is helping or hurting you, which in this situation I feel is helping you because it's the High Priestess. And again, she is a major arcana card. So the High Priestess is a card of heightened intuition. She is about mystery and subconscious stuff coming up and gaining knowledge, right? Gaining unexpected knowledge. She really taps into her knowing. So to me, having this very central to you means that you are really tapping into your own abilities, tapping into your own knowledge and bringing that into your reality. So that looks really good. So I do see for this card right here, this Three of Swords, there's some of you that may have been having some kind of a loss. Now that could be a loss of a family member, that could be a loss of a relationship, that could be a divorce. This could represent a loss of something that's very tied to your heart, because as you can see, she is in anguish here, right? So this card right here, I feel, is energy that you're working through. You may have been working through this for quite a while, and you're still figuring out how to deal with those emotions. Now, a suggestion may be that you put whatever this is in the outside of your circle if you're going to be doing that exercise so that you can help heal, right? But what is helping and supporting you is this Justice card. Now, this is another major arcana. And the Justice card is about truth and discovering truth. And it's also a card about justice, being on the right path, right? So if you look at her, she's got her eyes open and she also has her eyes closed. So those are the two sides of the sword, right? She's also balancing this scale here. One is lit and one is dark. So it's the balance between the dark and the light. And we all have dark and light within us, right? We all have our shadow side. We all have to go through the dark nights of the soul in order for our souls to grow. This card is telling you that you are on the right path. Some of you may be dealing with legal stuff with this Justice card. And for that may be, just signing contracts or something like that. Now, I will caution you, though, if you are planning to sign contracts, I would wait, if you possibly could, until after Mercury goes direct again, which I think is in a couple of days or something. But just be mindful of that. Just make sure that if you're going to do any type of a signing of anything this month, that you just, read the fine print, okay? Before you sign. Okay, so this is past strengths, which is an ace of wands. So the aces have to do with a new concept or a new way of looking at something. And the wands have to do with inspiration, creativity, passion, motivation, and our intuition. So something came in and gave you this aha moment, right? This is some type of a seed that was planted that has put you on fire. And it's actually a really lovely card because that means it's a new beginning of some kind. It's a new beginning that is inspiring for you. It's a new beginning that is filling you with passion, all of those good energies that are in this energy here, this card here. And then we have in your near future, meaning within, the next couple of weeks, you have this temperance card. And temperance is an energy of caution and balance. So once again, it's saying, think things through before you make decisions on things. Now, because this is so central to you, because you're here in this center piece, this energy is you're going to be working through this energy for a while, because major arcanas take longer for us to, work through the lessons, of the card itself. And if you look at him, he has got this dark energy here and this light energy here. And what he's doing is he is really working the dark and the light, right? He's balancing the dark and the light. So this would be balancing two opposing energies of some type, right? And he's also got the divine angel wings here. So this is, and he's got this beautiful halo above his head, right? So the temperance card is a beautiful card. It's just telling you, just make sure that you slow down. Make sure that you really pay attention. It's kind of like what I was saying about anything that you're going to sign contracts towards. You want to make sure that you take your precautions to protect yourself, okay? And then your long-term energy is this Three of Pentacles. Now, this is a beautiful card. I love this card because this is a card of unity and working together. Pentacles have to do with our physical security, our wealth, our health, our career, our home life, our possessions. This is a very earthy energy. And as you can see, they're all working really well together. And that's one thing that Spirit has also been talking to me about, is the how we need to come back together as a united humanity. And the reason why that is so important is because, when we were facing the lockdowns and, being separated from our loved ones, and we had loved ones that were in the hospital and we could not go see them because of the COVID restrictions. That was a huge damage. That was a huge impact on our heart space, that action. And it caused a lot of separation. And we allowed that to happen, right? We participated in that exercise. And now what this is saying is we need to go back to working together. We need to go back to working and coming together, because humanity is really a warm and loving group of people. And we thrive when we have close friendships. We thrive when we have community within our families, and when we have community within friendships, okay? So that's what this card is about. I feel like you're going to be creating more of that for yourself. And then here you have the Nine of Pentacles, which this is some external influences that are coming in. And this nines have to do with, attaining information or attaining goals. And this also has to do with progression and advancement. And if you look at her, she's very happy, right? She's got all these pentacles around her, which are, again, all physical security. So she's very confident in herself. She's very confident in her abilities. She also has got this this white dove, and that dove to me means it's messages from God or messages from her higher self, messages from spirit, and she's just reaching up, right, so that she can bring that right back down into her. This is a beautiful card. So to me, that tells me that you have divine guidance and your spirit is helping you. Okay, so here's some information that's coming in that is about your future feelings or about a specific situation. And the Seven of Cups is saying you're going to have plenty of options to look at. Now, if you look at this guy, he's kind of confused because there are so many options. So the sevens have to do with wanting to gain some type of experience or wanting to utilize an existing experience. This card is also about gaining confidence, right? And if you look at him, he looks like he's got self-doubt. So that's why I say this is a card of building up your self-confidence to me. You're going to have some options here. And the caution that Spirit always says is don't go for the glitz and the glam, because that's what entraps you, right? If we go for the, shiny thing, it can also be a distraction for us. So sometimes being a little bit more practical is the better option. But the guidance is also make a decision. Whatever your decision is, live with that decision. You can always change your mind later, but make a decision and hopefully make a choice that is from your heart. And then your final outcome is this King of Swords. Kings have to do with gaining experience, and they have to do with gaining knowledge, right? Because they're the knowledgeable ones of the tarot. This gentleman, this King of Swords, is a very good communicator. He is logical and he believes in facts and he believes in analytics. You have to prove it to this guy in order for him to believe you, right? You have to show it to him. You have to prove it to him. So it's a provey kind of guy. However, because of his level of experience, he is wise, he's generous, he's kind. He has all the good qualities within him, but he also has that analytical mind. So he doesn't necessarily come from his heart space unless you're very close with this king. Then he'll come from his heart, but mostly he comes from that analytical mind space, right? Now, this could either be you embracing this because maybe you feel you need to become more of this person because of this pain, right? Maybe you feel I got to shut down my heart a little bit and I got to toughen up. And hopefully that you don't embrace that for a long period of time, but whatever it is to help you get through this difficult heart space, this may be the energy that you decide to embrace for yourself, right? This could be your, I call this kind of like what your rising sign is for you. It's the mask that you wear in order for you to be able to operate. But anyway, this could either be you or this could be someone that is coming in to help you. This could be a mentor. This could be a professional that's going to help you that has these characteristics. Okay? So overall, your reading looks really good. I don't see anything that's a real problem here other than this Three of Swords, which is, heartfelt loss of some kind. And, somehow or another, this is really causing you some anguish. But the thing is you're being supported, right? You've got good support around you. And you've also got the guidance of set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself and don't settle. That's such a beautiful message. Okay, so now I'm going to get myself back on here. Show self view. Hi. And I'm going to do your last three cards. Your first card is the Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Go you. And I would think so, because you got a lot of pentacles here, right? That's good. Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Love, love, love. Okay. And then your last card is carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Looks like you might be going on a trip. Okay, Pisces. I hope this reading has been helpful to you. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your new moon, and I will be back to chat with you again soon. Until then, enjoy your month. Take care of you.